going to show you how to practice rabbit pose today, which is also known as Sarsangasana. So starting off, props that you can use. I've got a yoga blanket, a yoga block, and a belt or a strap. If you don't have these things, you can just use like a regular blanket, maybe a thick book, and it could be like a dressing gown belt. So it's quite easy to adapt to practice this at home with things that you should have. With a blanket, my first suggestion is just to pop this underneath your knees. Gives an extra bit of support when we come into the pose. So just find a nice position. And we're going to start off kneeling. So for a rabbit pose, it's a little bit like child's pose, but we're going to be coming further forward onto the crown of the head. So we can just come down, chest towards thighs, and then bring the crown of your head down. So this is essentially our shape for rabbit pose. And then if the crown of your head doesn't comfortably come down towards the mat, you can pop your block or substitute where you're going to pop your crown of the head, and maybe that's a little bit more comfortable for you. And then we're gently going to lift the hips, have your knees around about hip width, and just lifting your shoulders up so you're not dumping weight down into your neck. So from here we can do a couple of things with the hands. There's a nice variation where we're taking our arms up and overhead, squeezing the shoulder blades together. So this is like your classic rabbit shape, I guess. There's another version where we can reach back towards the calves and keep pressing those hips up, stretching into the shoulders and the upper back of your neck. And to come out, just gently planting your hands back down, coming back up to kneeling. So what are we going to do with the strap? Well, there's another version of rabbit pose, which is a bit more intense, in my opinion. Really good stretch for the back of your neck and sort of your upper back where your neck joins into your shoulders. And I find that I can accumulate a lot of tension in this area, so this is a great way to stretch it out. So you can get your belt, and we're just going to pop it around the top of the heels on the sole of the foot. And then start to take rabbit pose. So again, you can have the block underneath your head if you prefer. And gently bringing your hips up towards the sky. And then we're actually going to walk the knees in towards the face and keep pressing your hips up, coming right onto the crown of your head, but also pressing down into your knees to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure into your neck and your cervical spine. So then we can pull on this strap, can maybe walk the knees in a little bit further and grab further up the strap. And for some people, we can grab the heels and then really begin to pull on the heels to lift your hips up a little bit more. Maybe really getting a stretch right across the top of the shoulders in this version. And then to come out, just gently taking the hips back down. And slowly returning upright and making any movements that seem natural. So if you want to do a really well-rounded practice, some nice options to follow this are Ustrasana, camel pose. So you get that counteraction of backwards bending, stretching into the front of the neck. And then maybe something like a supine twist or thread the needle posture, which will then just get that nice rotation through the shoulders and the neck, just to create a really nice
balance surf movements for you.